Hey everyone, it's Dr. Amber Thornton here. I am from Dr. Amber Thornton Consulting, and I want to just take a few minutes to talk with you about five pretty common obstacles to meeting personal development goals. So I know that some of these things can come up because one of the first things I usually ask people before I start working with them is what are the obstacles what are the obstacles that have been in front of you in your personal development goals? Why have you been having trouble? And so, five things generally come out. One of those things is fear or doubt. And so, a lot of times we are just so fearful and we're so doubtful that we have the ability to make these changes or meet these goals. And so, because of that, we don't even try. We're afraid of failing, we're afraid of not succeeding. And so, we just don't even attempt to meet those goals. And so, if fear or doubt is something that is keeping you from meeting your goals, it's definitely something that you want to try to put in check so that you can move forward with your goals. The second thing that really comes up is something that I call an inner critic. And so a lot of times we might have this inner dialogue that is just super chatty, but also super negative. You know, it might tell us that we don't deserve good things. It might say that we aren't able to meet certain goals, or that we don't know what we're doing, or that we shouldn't even try. Just these really, really negative things over and over and over again. Those are not good because it also keeps us stuck and keeps us from meeting certain goals because, again, we feel like we shouldn't try, or we don't have the tools or the resources we need to try. So, if you have an inner critic or a really negative inner dialogue, you also have to put that in check so that you can move forward in order to meet your personal development goals. A third thing that tends to come up is that a lot of times when we are hoping to try something new or to meet a new goal, we think we have to do all the changes all at one time. And so what that means is that we're trying to change this, all at the same time. Then we get really overwhelmed, and then we get frustrated, then we get disappointed in ourselves, and we back away from our goal, or we back away from that thing that we were even trying to achieve. And so that is not something I want to happen to you. And so what we need to do instead is to pick one thing to start with. Start with one thing, get really good at that thing, and then you can add on as you start to become successful or make progress. And so we don't want to become overwhelmed before we even really get going. So we don't need to do everything all at one time. The fourth thing that often comes up is that sometimes we are a little bit complacent. It's really easy to do the things that are familiar or the things that we're used to. You know, sometimes we just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But if we're wanting to see new changes, or we're wanting to grow, or we're wanting to, you know, have things be different, we have to do different things. And so sometimes the scary part is trying new things. Trying new things is hard, it's unfamiliar. Sometimes we don't know the thing that we need to try, but sometimes it's what's needed in order to move forward with our personal growth. Lastly, one of the biggest things that keeps us from meeting our personal development goals is that we do not ask for help. I don't know what it is, but we all assume that we should be able to handle it on our own. Or if we can't handle it on our own, that means that something's wrong with us, or we're not trying hard enough. And all of that is false. We really do need to ask for help. You know, because it could be that there's somebody else or some other entity who has the keys that you need to unlock the next door, you know, or maybe has the tools or the resources that you've been looking for to help you in that final step of your goal. And so it could be a family member, a friend, a loved one, a spouse, a significant other, a colleague, whoever. Sometimes we got to ask the people around us for help. Even if it's professional help, you know, whether that be a counselor, a therapist, psychologist, a consultant, a coach, whatever it is, we've got to ask for help, because what we don't know, we don't know. we might not ever know if we don't seek out the help to get that information and the tools and the resources that we need. So I hope this was helpful in helping you to move forward with your personal development and your personal growth. If you are interested in taking that step to meet a new personal development goal or make some change in your life, I really encourage you to schedule your free 15-minute consultation with me. We can talk about your personal goal, your personal development, and see if it might be a good fit for me to help you with that, because I would love to. I want us to reach our potential and meet those goals that we have in mind for ourselves. So thank you for watching this. You can learn more at www.dramberthornton.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at dramberthornton.com. Okay, bye.